peeps, welcome back. We're talking Love After Lockup season 5 episode 33. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. All right, you guys, I know that I am a little bit late posting this video, but I was trapped on the YouTube watching all of the videos for the different content creators talking about the whole TGIF, Claudia, Funky, Armand, and Al situation. And, might as well throw in the Carlos King because of his interview. I mean, I was being nosy. Anyway, I was trapped out there watching those videos. All right, so enough of that. Let's get into Love After Lockup. So this episode starts out with Zariah and Troy. Okay, so am I saying that right? Troy pronounced her name differently than her family pronounces her name. I'm not really sure. I think it's Zariah. I sometimes call her Zara. I don't know. Okay, but I would like to pronounce her name correctly because that is the right thing to do. But right now, I'm going to refer to her as Zariah in the hopes that I'm getting it right. So I don't know if this is a spoiler alert or not, but spoiler alert. So I found out from Starcasm that Zariah, she has a little criminal record. It looks like she was arrested or went to jail for grand larceny. So, he's not the only criminal in the relationship. I also found out that Zariah and her siblings are all adopted by her parents. And, I think her parents have done their very best to try to be good, stabilizing influences for her. However, I do appreciate the fact that they are there supporting her, standing by her heavy. They are there with her strong. But I don't know if I could be that parent. I'm not going to stand up with her in this delusional relationship. She lives in some kind of dream world that I just, I'm not here for. Anyway, this episode picks up right where it left off. The reason Troy's probation officers wanted to pick him up from the jail is because he does have to wear some sort of ankle monitor, and they wanted to get that monitor on him before he left out of their custody. They weren't trying the whole stop by our office at your earliest convenience. They said, hell to the no. You are going to wear this ankle monitor for the next 2.5 years as long as you are on your best behavior. I'm just saying. Anyway, Troy turns out to be a really handsome young man. I think it's going to be problems because when he was in prison, remember, he said he had a few people he needed to stop by and see. And I think he meant women. I'm just saying. I would love for Zara to switch up her hairstyle. I don't know a lot about, hair fashion and things like that, but her ponytail is something off about it. It is giving bird's nests at the top. I don't love it. Anyway, I noticed that she was wearing her green all over bodysuit, cat suit, I guess, but he was wearing, green jogging pants. So I think she wanted to coordinate. It seems like to me that a lot of these couples are really stealing Michael and Justine's shtick. Let's
coordinate. So you got to coordinate.
Let's coordinate outfits. I don't know, but I'm not here for it. Anyway, when he gets out, she gives him this little tiny baby crown that she got for him and his money bouquet. And then she lets him drive. And I said, well, what? He's wearing an ankle monitor. He just got out of jail. He's been in there for a while. He doesn't have a license. He's not on your insurance. I don't think he should be driving. Get away from behind the wheel. And what if they got pulled over? And then it seemed like he was extremely rusty in his driving skills. I don't think so. And they get to this hotel that she's decorated. And, it was cute. She said that she spent $300 decorating this hotel room. And I said, that can't be true. You know good and damn well that half of that shit came from the Dollar Tree. And then the rest of it came from Party City. There is no way you spent $300 decorating this bullshit. I don't think so. And then she puts him in this baby tub. And I thought, well, maybe if you would have used the $300 to upgrade the room, you could have got one of them jacuzzi tubs or something. It just looked weird having this man's big body in the tub. I didn't love it. She also set him down on her yoni pot, the little steam pot for your private business. I said, I didn't know that was for men too. I just thought that's a little private for television. Yeah, this was too much for me, Love After Lockup people. I'm too childish for this. A lot of the times too, she kept speaking about her worrying and being so concerned about this man's, private parts and how big it was. And I said, I'm not trying to tell my business or be nasty or nothing, but I don't know. Has she never met him in person? Have they never hugged at a prison visit? Have she never sat next to him at a prison visit and copped a feel? Like, what? I'm just saying. I don't know. I just thought we're spending a whole lot of time talking about this, and I don't care. I'm just saying. That's her own business. Anyway, also another spoiler. I hear that Troy is out and doing everything he can to be a law-abiding citizen, and that him and Zariah are allegedly still together. So, I'm wishing them the best. Also, I heard that her son, who we saw last episode or the episode before, doesn't really live with her. He lives with her parents. So I said, well, maybe that's why they have that inappropriate, tiny, unstable bed in her apartment for him. But I was thinking, whatever you spent on the hotel, $300 for the decorations, the yoni pot, the money bouquet, you could have put all of that money towards a nice bedroom set for him when he comes over to your house. I would much more prefer that my son had his own space with a comfortable bed, that he didn't have to be afraid that if he turned over too fast in the middle of the night that he was going to end up impaled or on the damn ground. I'm just saying. Anyway, this is none of my damn business. I'm gonna move on. Shonta and True. Shonta, girl, listen. I know I gave a little spoiler alert last week, and they still together. She's been through some shit, allegedly, according to Sarcasm, with this dude. She was pregnant. She unfortunately lost the baby, and I am so sorry for her loss. I hear that she is pregnant again. They are getting married. He has had multiple women. Allegedly, one of the women are going to end up on this season, and the story is not going to be exactly how the story goes. Allegedly, one of those women that he was messing with tried to fight Shonta while she was pregnant. Also, allegedly, one of those women is also pregnant. Listen, Shonta, girl, at some point in life, you have to turn your brain all the way the fuck up. Like, turn that bitch all the way up. Put it up on 10. Because currently your brain power is on 2. Okay, no ma'am. There is no way in hell a grown-ass woman who takes care of herself and has children and grandchildren should be putting up with this type of bullshit. No ma'am. I'm just saying, at some point you have to realize that you deserve better than this. Your children don't deserve this bullshit at all. And now you're about to have to be responsible for a brand new baby. No ma'am. So the episode starts off and she's talking to the producer. She's upset. She's blowing up his phone. They had the sex, the night before, and he left. He gone. Okay. This is a rerun. I said that in my last video. I don't know why it is that every season of Love After Lockup, after at least one of the people get out of jail, the next morning after they've had the sex that was supposedly so good, they just disappear. They're not answering calls. They don't give a damn what you think. It's every season. Love After Lockup, please do better. Please. I heard that they have recently fired a few writers over there at the General Hospital. They are looking. Please go hire some good soap writer. This is getting to be ridiculous. Anyway, Shonta to me seems like she is more of a shy person. She doesn't really look anybody in the eye when she's talking to them. She always has her head down, or she's trying to text and talk or something. It seems to me that she probably definitely does better in relationships that are either on the internet or over the phone. She is not a in your face, face to face kind of gal. At least she's not with True. I'm just saying, she didn't really look his family in the eye either. So True is out with his sister. I guess they're doing a little shopping. She supplies him with some fake jewelry that she got him. I know that has to be fake. I mean, I hope that it's fake. And anyway, has anybody noticed the way he dresses reminds me of like 2002 or, the 99 or something. His outfits always look kind of clownish. I don't love it. And what's this thing with this bandanas? Were you in a gang? Are you part of a gang? What the hell? Why do you need a bandana? He went to jail when he was still pretty young. I think he was either somewhere from 17 to 19 when he originally went to jail. He is still that age in his mind now. That is another reason, as a grown woman, I would never date a guy from jail, period. But I really wouldn't date one who went in when he was still a teenager, because when he gets out, 8 times out of 10, he is still the age that he was when he went in mentally. No, ma'am. So he tells her, she gets smart. She's always flat at the mouth. She's a little aggressive. I said, don't start that bullshit. You already told us that you've never dated a black girl before. Don't get in here talking about she's got an attitude. She's smart-mouthed. She's got an attitude because it's late. You have spent all the girls' money and you sitting in the car talking about you want to go to the mall. You want to go to the casino. No. She is over budgeted. She's got no money and she's got no job. This is absolutely hell no. You're not going to the casino to fuck off the little bit of money that she's got left. No, I'm just saying, this is not my business. Anyway, she's calling him and he's ignoring her calls, talking about he'll have to answer to nobody. He don't have to, pick up her calls. You don't? Well, I thought she bought the phone and paid the phone bill. If you got to pick up anybody's call, I think it would be hers. I'm just saying, then he says, well, she's my fiance, we're going to work out, we're going to be together, but how's your friend doing? What? Oh, I can't stand him. I can't. Then he shows back up trying to act like nothing really big happened. He tells her he went shopping, but he doesn't have any bags. And so she doesn't believe him. So he calls his sister to confirm. I'm not that sister. You not about to call me to confirm shit. I'm sorry. What? I think this was ridiculous. He shows up with this big bag of Wendy's. He's got a shit ton of food in this bag and didn't even so much as offer her a fucking French fry. Not a damn fry, not a good crispy chicken nuggets, not the spicy kind, not the new kind. They just came out with all them flavors, nothing. I said, shit, she can't get a junior bacon cheeseburger, nothing out of that damn bag. I said, he rude, just rude, childish fucker. Serious. Listen, Shonta, hun, I'd like to just give you a little piece of advice. This is just a little piece of advice, okay? If a man treats you like he doesn't give 2 shits about you, that pretty much means he don't give 2 shits about you. You have spent what you told us, $15,000 on this man. You have lost your job. You just rented an Airbnb for 7 days. This dude doesn't want to go check in with his probation officer. He doesn't want to follow any rules. He doesn't want to answer your phone. You told us you spent $2,500 on that stupid outfit that he was wearing. And, he won't answer your phone calls. He leaves without saying anything. He didn't bring you any damn Wendy's. He's childish, okay? He's not it. He's not the one. And then later on, you continue to go through this shit because allegedly, according to Sarcasm, you have been fighting other women for him. He has disrespected the dog shit out of you. You are now pregnant and trying to marry him. This sounds to me like you should have gone to some therapy instead of the prison. I'm just saying. At one point, she says, I'm dealing with an idiot. And I said to myself, the idiot is closer than you think. Ma'am, the call is coming from in the house. You're the idiot for dealing with this bullshit. Then she's talking, she might regret her decision. Yeah, you should regret your decision because you should realize you have 2 kids and now you've got True. You've got a 3rd child. This is a man that you have to watch. This is a man that you have to lead in the right direction. All I can say is, honey, you lost your savings for a teenage grown man. I just can't believe this. You have no job. You've got children. You've got that Volvo. You said that you were paying 2 mortgage payments. You're out spending money on an Airbnb, buying almost $200 worth of sex toys, and this man gives 2 fucks about how you feel. It can't be me, honey. Listen, the first thing I would have done when I woke up and found out that he was gone is I would have packed up his things and my things. I would have dropped his stuff off at his mama's house. And I would have went on about my business. No, I'm not going to put up with this. Or if she even waited, I would have told him, since you've got your sister on the phone, ask her to come on back so she can get your things. Your mama said that she had a room ready for you at her house. That's where he should be. I'm just saying, I am over them. I really am. Moving on. Julian and Christine. All right, spoiler alert for Julian and Christine. They are still together. They seem to be happy, posting pictures online, on the Instagram. She's not in jail, so that's good. Do I think that she is an addict? Do I think that she is using? Yes, that's just my opinion. Seeing her on this show, she seems like she is lit. I do mean lit. I don't understand. I don't understand what the attraction is, but Julian clearly loves her, and according to her and her mom don't get along. I guess she has had problems with her mom. I guess at some point her mom was also on the stuff or just couldn't get her life together, so she ended up being raised by her grandmother and her aunt. Then at some point her and her mom became close, and then her mom turned her in to CPS and took custody of her oldest daughter. She's got some younger twins, and their father took custody of them. And, she has no relationship with any of her children. I think that Julian is way over his damn head. I think that Julian is going to find out the hard way that this lady has some issues. You don't have access to any of her children. They only had a little short section, but they went back to the hotel and she was talking about how good Julian eats the box. And I said, I didn't need to know about Julian's box experience. I really didn't. She jumped on that damn man. I said, you know what? This is the second time that we have seen her wrestle this damn man. I said, shit, Julian is going to end up in traction. He really is. She was talking about how she likes it raw. They are not using condoms. Julian was talking about how they are not using condoms. And I said, oh, no, sir. She was using intravenous drugs, and she probably still is, allegedly. This is just my opinion. And she don't have custody of any of her children. Sir, are you really trying to get this woman pregnant? Are you trying to contract something? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Condoms and birth control, everything is required. Let's get some testing before we decide to just get out here raw dogging. Let's get some testing, drug testing, health checks, STD testing, STI testing, tested. Shoot, this is ridiculous. Let's sign up for some meetings, Narcotics Anonymous meetings. Let's see if we can get you into an inpatient treatment program. Let's just hit the ground rolling in a positive direction. I'm just saying, not me, girl. Anyway, moving on. Kim and Joey. Honey, listen, Kim finally makes it to the cabin so she can get there the night before she goes to see Joey in prison. And she's nervous. She says because her body has changed since the last time she saw Joey in 2018. That's when she was intimate with him. She says she's gotten her C-section scars and, she's a mom. And I said, why do you give a damn? I said, Joey's been on the opioids for 25 years. He just got out of jail. Why do you give a damn what he thinks about what your body is looking like? Second of all, when he finally came out of the jail, Joey had put on a tiny bit. But I also noticed in his confessional he had lost a little bit. I wonder how. Y'all don't think Joey's on the Ozempic, do you? I don't think so either. I think he's on that stuff, but that's just my opinion. So before she picks him up, she puts one of those location things on his cell phone so she can locate where he is at all times. And she puts an air tag in one of his bags. And I said, that says a whole lot. Why would a grown woman who is just getting out of her second marriage, who is still not even divorced yet, with 2 very small children, why would you rush into a relationship with somebody that you don't trust for shit? You don't trust him so much you are air tagging this dude and tracking his location. Then you make this comment that he has a history of cheating on every woman he has ever been with. And, he likes sort of low-class women. That would have me concerned. Why would you be interested in dating anybody who has cheated on every woman they have ever dated? She is coming off as being extremely delusional. And then she keeps making these comments that she wants him to come right out of jail and be a good father to her children. No, your children have fathers. And you mentioned to us that your one son's father said that he doesn't want Joey even around his child. You want him to come out, be a stay-at-home dad, doing drop-off and pickups in the damn drop-off pickup lane at the local elementary. Ma'am, this dude is not ready for any of this bullshit. He's not even ready to be in the same house with your children. He should be living at his mom's house, going to Narcotics Anonymous meetings, getting some damn therapy, and applying for every job he could apply for. That's what he should be doing, not living at your house. Not to mention, this is the same dude who robbed your daddy. Kim comes off to me as somebody who is really nice. A really nice lady who just wants the fairy tale. She keeps marrying and dating. She says she never is single long. That says that you should be in some sort of therapy, Kim. You should take time between these relationships. You said that you were already pregnant by your second husband before you finished your divorce from your first husband. And now here you are with Joey before you even finish your divorce with your second husband. You need to take time between these relationships to find out what the hell is going on in your mind and in your heart. Something is fucked up. Jumping into a relationship with this complete sham of a man who is an addict, number one. 2, he's a robber of hearts and people's money and identity, including he robbed your daddy of that damn motorbike. And you have 2 small children who depend on you for everything. And you want to bring this dude into the home. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. What in the hell makes you think that if he's done this bullshit to every other woman he's ever dated, that all of a sudden you're the magic pill? He's going to switch up and change up everything just for you. Okay. Anyway, good luck, Kim. I don't think this shit's going to work. But that's just my opinion. Lord Jesus. LaTisha and Keith. I'm so tired of her. I really am. If every last one of us just took a small drink, a little shot, every time she said, my husband, we would all be dead of alcohol poisoning. Our family and friends would have to send the police to our homes to get a wellness check. We haven't seen them at work for 2 days. We have died of alcohol poisoning playing the damn shot game with LaTisha. Gosh, she even said, my husband, to his family. I said, they know him. They've known him since birth. They know him. You don't have to say, my husband. Gosh, she's ridiculous. A little spoiler alert. According to Sarcasm, back in April, LaTisha was arrested and charged with felony theft. And she also has a rather extensive, and I do mean extensive, criminal history. That all, previous felony convictions. With this current case from April, she has another court appearance on August the 30th. Also, there is currently some sort of case going on against her with the feds. Allegedly, she filed bankruptcy, and the judge over the bankruptcy case regarding her boss tax accounting services forwarded the case to the district attorney's office, stating that this was bankruptcy fraud. Honey, now listen, I have a feeling that she's going to be adding to them mugshots, and Keith is probably going to be visiting her ass at the prison. Anyway, also, Keith is not out of jail. He's going to be getting out soon. Oh my God, he could be released at any time. Well, according to Sarcasm, Keith is still in jail at the Florence Federal Correction Institute in Colorado. And his scheduled release date is not until February 25th of 25. And LaTisha, clearly the family, the production people, the boom man, the sound woman, the people who work in the control booths in the van. Nobody gives a shit about you because nobody tells you how bad your weave is looking. All those flyaway pieces up at the top. Just get a little flat iron or something to flat it down. Pat it down. Steam it down. Something. Girl, I'm sick of it. So at the beginning of this episode, she's at some kind of spa. And she's getting some kind of body facial done. You know what? I just felt like we saw too much of LaTisha. Anyway, she says that they've been married for 2 years, but they've never had the sex. She says that she hasn't had the sex in about 4 or 5 years, which, in my opinion, I don't really believe it. But anyway, so we find out that her and Keith's sister, they don't get along. She says that Keith's sister is spreading rumors about her behind her back, and she wanted to try to squash it before Keith gets out of jail. She talks to him about it, and he tells her that he would prefer if she would just leave it alone. When he gets out, he'll have a conversation with his sister. He doesn't want to get out and have all this stuff going, on. And I understand, but she didn't listen. She was still trying to work behind the scenes, and she was really talking mad shit about his sister. And I said, this is not cute. It really isn't. I think that his sister has the right to her opinion about LaTisha. Also, if I was his sister, I would be side-eyeing the shit out of LaTisha myself. I done called her LaTisha, whatever. Anyway, I would have my opinions about her as well. I do. I don't even know this woman. Anyway, but if I was a member of the family and I saw you talking shit about her like you do, that would piss me off. It really would. And if that was my sister, I would be ready to, we might have a little talk. I'm just saying, don't do it. Keith may be able to do and say whatever he wants to say about his sister, but you shouldn't. You should be quiet. He asked you not to talk to his sister. Let it go. So she puts together this little meet and greet at her house. She wanted to get everybody together to announce to them that, he's going to be released immediately at any point, at any time. And she wanted the whole family to know about it. So she gets everybody together. And I thought it was so funny when his dad comes in and he's on the phone. His dad said, "We got you on the loudspeaker." I chuckled. I said, I haven't heard a loudspeaker in a very long time. Instead of him saying, "You're on speakerphone." I thought that was cute. Keith's sister didn't show up. Allegedly, she was sick. I think that she was just too smart for the bullshit. You know what I mean? I think that she's just done with LaTisha and everything. She didn't need to be there and present for this announcement. She knew that her father and stepmom would tell her what the deal was. You know what I mean? She didn't have to show up to put up with the bullshit. What I also noticed is that her daughter looked really sad. And I don't know why she does not realize that her oldest daughter is miserable. She is forcing this man into this girl's life, and she just looks like she does not care. The young lady just looks sad every single time. If I was that young lady, if she has a good relationship with her grandparents, whether it's on LaTisha's family side or whether it's on her father's side, I would just move out. I don't have to deal with this. Maybe she's staying to protect her little sister. I have no idea. These are just my opinions. All of this is alleged, but I just feel like she should put a little more effort into her daughter's feelings and a lot less effort into my husband. This is a bunch of bull. Anyway, moving on. Arthur and Hope. Spoiler alert. Arthur is back in the jail. He's in jail for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon as a felon. And the week before he went to jail for that, he had been arrested for evading arrest. I said, shit. At that point, he was bailed out for $500. But then when he got this aggravated assault with a deadly weapon charge, his bail is now $235,000. This is all according to Starcasm. However, his mom went out on the social media and she said that this is a bunch of bullshit. She said that Arthur tried to leave and Hope pulled a gun out on him and tried to shoot him, and then herself saying that if she couldn't have him, nobody was going to have him. But in the mix of her wilding out, allegedly, she accidentally shot herself, went to the hospital and told them that Arthur did it. Now she's trying to tell the police that she lied and it was really her that did it in order to save Arthur. Now shit. I was hoping for the best for them. You know, I don't appreciate that damn tattoo in the middle of his forehead, but I was hoping for the best for Arthur and Hope. But this just ain't gonna work. Arthur should have went home with his mom. He really should. I don't think Arthur is getting out. This is going to be something. I also think this is going to be a one and done for Arthur and Hope on Love After Lockup. WeTV, let it be done. Anyway, the episode starts out, they're in the car. It's hot as hell in the Dallas heat. And Arthur is telling her, look, I don't want to sleep in the truck tonight. It's too hot for this. And she gets an attitude saying that he doesn't want to stay in the truck because of his mom's influence. You weren't saying that before. And then all of a sudden your mom, you know, you are not in competition with his mother. Relax. It's Dallas. It's hot as hell down there. Hot as hell down there. And I don't understand why you were so upset, because you live there. You have a whole damn apartment. Why do you need to sleep out in the back of the damn truck when you can just drive over to your apartment and turn on the damn air conditioner? This is just ridiculous. I don't understand. So we get to Hope's place and it's no furniture in there. And I said to myself, is this her new apartment? Did she just recently move in? Maybe it's no furniture in there because she's always traveling in her truck. But then she mentions all the money that she has spent on Arthur. And I said, well, shit, if you spent $40,000 on Arthur, no wonder you don't have any furniture in your apartment. No, ma'am, not me, girl. I guess Arthur became some sort of prison fashion designer, and she buys him a little sewing machine with all the bells and the whistles so he could, you know, work on his fashions. I said, I hope he's going to be working on his fashions when he's off work, you know, because I need you to clock in somewhere with a paycheck. You know, work on your fashions on your time off. So the same concerns that Kim was having about her body, Hope was having those same fears, saying that her body has changed over the last 6 years. She used to be super skinny and her hair was different, but now she's put on a little weight and she's a little bit nervous. Totally get it. Totally get it. Not all women, but some of us, we fluctuate in our weight. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, and we get a little nervous and anxious about it. I totally understand that. It's a natural thing. But, you know, Arthur, he's got a big tattoo in the middle of his forehead. And Arthur's been in jail forever. He don't look the same either. I'm just saying. Anyway, Arthur didn't care. The next morning she wakes up, I guess the sex was so good, but Arthur made some kind of comment about how, you know, he was exhausted. Anyway, he said the sex was good too, I guess. But I guess everything was so damn good, and waking up next to Arthur, sharing that one pillow, she was crying. I said, oh, wow. Then she's got this ginormous, and when I say ginormous, I mean ginormous. I mean big. She's got this big tattoo of his nickname, Man, across her thigh. I said, what? And he's got a triangle on his forehead. Anyway, She says that she got that tattoo because he told her for the $300 that she sent him that he was going to get, a portrait of her. And he never got one. He never did. I said that was just your fault. Oh, that was dumb. No. I'm not putting so much as a dot on my arm, my leg, my face, my neck. Nowhere. Not even a dot. Boy, you can do whatever the hell you want with your body, but I'm not putting no big nickname across my damn thigh because some dude said he was going to put a portrait of me on his. You do you, buddy. And pay for it your damn self. Who the hell knew a prison tattoo was going for $300? No, it wasn't, ma'am. He could have gave him 6 packs of ramen noodles and some cookies and got that damn tattoo. This is a bunch of bullshit. He lied to her face about that tattoo. She said he told her that he got the tattoo and he was getting touch-ups on it. He wasn't doing shit but using your money for something else. Then she said that she feels like a fool. She feels like she's the butt of the joke. Her friends told her that he didn't really do it. He was lying. Well, you should have listened to your friends. I'm just saying, girl. She says that her friends believe that he was using her for a place to stay and for money. Yeah, I agree. I think he used some of her money to get that triangle on his forehead, and then he spent the rest of it doing other things in prison. Honestly, with Hope, I agree with what his mom said last episode, that Hope was trying to buy Arthur, and Arthur was for sale. You know what I mean? As long as she's giving and giving and giving, he's there for it, and she believes because she's giving, he owes her something. This is the type of relationship that's really toxic and will never work. Arthur is in jail now. I'll keep checking back with Sarcasm to find out what's going on with his case, but they were doomed from the start, unfortunately. Anyway, get down in the comments, you guys. What did you think of this episode? What are you thinking about with these couples? Some of this stuff is just unbelievable that people in their late 30s, 40s are behaving this way. What is wrong with them? This is odd. It really is. But it also lets me know that I'm not doing too bad. I make a lot of dumb decisions in my life. I have in the past. I will in the future because I be acted out. And sometimes I'm childish as shit. Petty as a motherfucker too. Let me tell you, I'm petty. But anyway, this is ridiculous here. No, I need my comfort. I need my peace. I need my money. No, not for me. Anyway, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.